Hey everyone, it's John the pppd physio here. So I know many of you guys have been wondering, when will I recover from pppd? So just before I get into that, just to introduce myself to anyone who is new to this channel, I am a physiotherapist. I went through pppd, chronic dizziness, back in 2021 and recovered after about 8 months of having pppd. I've set up my Instagram page and I highly suggest you guys follow it. The info is in my YouTube bio. Many of you guys from Instagram are here as well, but I've got a lot of helpful resources on there as well. Anyway, to the video. So you guys have been wondering a lot about when am I going to recover, because you may have had this for weeks, months, for a lot of you over a year. Okay, so I've just turned the camera on and I'm just gonna fire out my thoughts, but I always say this: it starts with understanding what pppd is and the true nature of chronic condition. So pppd stands for persistent perceptual postural dizziness. It is chronic dizziness, and chronic means it's been lasting for more than 3 months. Okay, and that's why a lot of the doctors that you dealt with were baffled by this, because your blood tests have come back clear, everything's come back clear, yet you're still having this persistent swaying on a boat, rocking sensation, right? So this is why I really hone in on nervous system. Now bear with me, this board is going to be a bit shaky, but it all starts here with understanding nervous system. Now I don't want to go too much into this, but basically the nervous system is your brain and how it controls your bodily functions, and you can look at it into 2 parts: you rest and digest, and fight or flight. So basically you're getting these symptoms because your fight or flight has gone into overdrive. Okay, so basically too much stress, basically, because your fight or flight is your part of your body that protects you from danger, like running away from the saber-toothed tiger. It could also be what kicks in when you're trying to hunt for food and things like that. It is an important mechanism for survival, so it's not all a bad thing, right? It's very protective. But basically, when you've had a medical event, and many of you would have had a medical event, this is a cup with water, right? This represents our fight or flight. We need a degree of stress. If it overfills, right, and starts spilling out, that's when you start getting a fight or flight in overdrive, and your body starts remembering initial symptoms of dizziness that you may have had from that medical event. Or if not the medical event, you're just very overwhelmed and your body chose to give you persistent dizziness. For some people, you get chronic back pain. For some people, it's other irritable bowels. Whatever the case, for you, it was the persistent dizziness. Now, I've put down here the things that contribute to that fight or flight, which is, I've got even the medical event, your work stresses, relationship stresses, all other stresses, including panicking, despair. So we're going to get into these, okay? Now, over on this side is the rest and digest, and these are the key to overcoming pppd is tapping more into this side, okay? So your brain rewiring, your stress management, your inner conflicts resolutions, and all other things that calm and decompresses that nervous system, such as focusing on fulfillment, purpose, happiness, joy, etc. Now, coming back, I know this was a bit long-winded, but I had to preface all of this. We're about 4 minutes in, but why are you guys stuck in this? Like, why is it happening for more than a year? I know there's been people that have had it for multiple years. You have not been able to really get your nervous system to tap into that rest and digest, because I believe healing is this plus time, okay? But when it comes to pppd, chronic dizziness, I believe that one thing that really shoots people in the foot is they really start panicking and despair, because dizziness is such a weird symptom, right? But like, that's the last thing you want to be doing. Yes, I know that dizziness is confronting, and I had it and I freaked the hell out and I was in bed for the first 2 weeks. But guys, do not be doing this more than you need to. Okay, it's normal to feel worried. Okay, but we don't want to be. I talk about the volume dial in some of my other videos. It's like your symptoms are like an intensity dial. If you freak out, it gets worse. So do not be doing this. If you truly understand, that's why I spent the first 4 minutes of this video explaining the nervous system, because if you don't understand it's a nervous system issue, right, then this won't make sense to you. But this is why I'm saying that's the key. Do not despair or panic. Yes, you will still feel the dizziness. It will be very weird and unsettling, but do not be feeding into that panicking, okay? Like, when I found Dr. Yo's The Steady Course Coach online, it calmed me because I knew what I was getting myself into, okay? So that's number one. So if you guys have had this for a year or two, chances are you've done a lot of this, okay? You've done a lot of this. So please, like, you need to understand this and get yourself out of that. Now, for those that have been dealing with this for a lot longer periods of time, there's a good chance you guys haven't really been doing this, that the things that are moving the dial out. I know a lot of you guys have been telling me, oh, does this supplement work? Or does this medication work? That already tells me you guys aren't really dialed into what an education of what pppd is, because you're treating it like a acute physiological structural condition. Like I always say, doctors are great at dealing with acute physiological structural conditions. How do you treat those? Through the medication, through the supplements, through things that changes you on a physical basis. But because this is a nervous system issue, this is in the brain, okay? And doctors are baffled because they don't really know how to treat that. I mean, they're trying to through SSRIs, through anxiety medication, but we all know that doesn't fix anything. I mean, for some of you, it does like relax you a bit, and that's fine, but I always say it's just a tool. It's not the magic bullet answer here. This is the answers, I believe. Could we get to a point in the future where we have a medication that fixes it just like that? Yeah, potentially, but in 2026 today, no, we don't. So back to here, okay? Are we rewiring our brain? Now, how do you do that? I always say the Steady Coach course, free online course by Dr. Yo. Go and look that up. Don't make me send you that link. Just look it up. That I did that course. It covers that beautifully. So you want to be rewiring the brain by telling yourself this dizziness is not a acute physiological structural. There's nothing happening because of it's not vertigo. It's not anything happening in the ear crystals. It's just brain rewiring here. Stress management techniques, guys. Like I've got some technique on my Instagram page, the grounding technique. But are we practicing this like at least 10 minutes a day? I would be highly recommending that. Like, because think about it, you've had pppd, it's freaking you the hell out. You got no answers from the doctors. What are you doing to move the needle? That's what I'm saying. Like, are you doing something? That's why I was saying, like, have you found Dr. Yo? Are you doing the Steady Coach course online at bare minimum? In my other videos, I recommend Megan, UK Conscious Healing, and Balance Your Life Now. There are people out there that give this sort of assistance and help, okay? But if you've had this for over a year and you haven't been doing this, then you're leaving something on the table, okay? Next one, inner conflicts resolutions. Guys, like, this probably was the biggest one for me. And Dr. Yo covers that through her course. Okay, there's so many work and relationship stresses that were going on in my life. Once I resolved those, the dizziness settled down like crazy. And guys, like, it makes sense, right? Because if you work and relationships are a huge part of your nervous system stress. If you can, identifying it is 80% of the resolution, just by simply identifying it. The rest of the 20% is the small adjustments you make, okay? Like putting boundaries in place, for example, around your work and your relationships. But be open-minded. Don't underestimate how much this can do. You guys are so, like, you're so used to the medical industry, like, giving you physiological treatments through medication, surgery, or other medical interventions. But guys, like, that's why I spent the first 4 minutes explaining nervous system, because it's going to make sense why relationships and work play a part in affecting your nervous system. Yeah, like, this is hard stuff to do conclusive studies on, because you can't really, it's so hard to, as a physiotherapist myself, it's so hard to conclusively do studies on emotions. Pain is so subjective. It's so unreliable, but I'm using my clinical reasoning here, and we're making steps forward with chronic management. It's no longer gonna be, oh, you just got to deal with it for the rest of your life. No, I'm moving the needle here because there's something in this, guys. So please be open-minded. The people that find Dr. Yo's course, they've run to a dead end and they're willing to just try anything. And that was me as well, because university never taught me about pppd. So guys, like, if you're at a dead end here, you've had this for a year, you got nowhere to go, come on, like, give this a shot. And I'm telling you, it makes sense from a clinical reasoning perspective. And plus, like, doctors don't have time to be dealing with all of this, like, in their consults. They're up to their neck with like fixing acute physiological conditions. So I understand how the industry works, guys, and this as well. So that's why I offer my online consults. I already have my own physio business, okay, like during the day. This is my side gig, but I'm happy to put in consults at night just to really help you guys, okay? Like, I'm not trying to force these consults on you. I don't rely on this for income. I rely on my existing physio business. I do aged care, disability. It makes me really good money, but I'm happy to help you guys out, okay, if you need. And that's where the consults come in, just to wrap your head around this and see what adjustments you guys can make. And a health professional that understands pppd. I don't see doctors having time to, like, really go through all of this stuff with you, okay, guys? So back to the point, all of the things that calm you. And I would say for you guys that have been dealing with this for months and years, like, are you really focusing on the things that really put you in the rest and digest? Fulfillment, purpose, happiness, joy? I would say not. Because when I talk to you guys, all I hear is grief, sadness, and guys, like, I want to be sensitive to you guys, because I get it. Like, when I had pppd, it sucked. Like, I hated it. It was scary. But once I understood, and when I really turned the corner at about 6, 7, 8 months, I really focused on this. Just focusing on my life, focusing on what my fulfillment and purpose was. God, it's ironic how that works, right? It's ironic how it works, how when you start focusing on the things that bring you peace and joy in your life, that's when the dizziness really subsides. And it makes sense because your nervous system starts going into that rest and digest. Guys, like, I know you guys might be thinking, is this guy full of shit? But that's why I'll make these videos all day. I'll just repeat the same thing, because if you really understand the nervous system, you really start seeing how this makes sense. And guys, like, I know it makes sense to come in with panic and despair. Because when it comes to acute physiological conditions, those are the things that get you to act, go see a doctor real quick. And that's what gets you fixed. Because if you had like a tumor or like a flu or vertigo, yeah, go see a doctor real quick. That panic and despair serves you. But the thing is if you're having that for weeks and months and no resolution, that's not good for you when you're extending it over the weeks, months. That's really exhausting your nervous system. That puts your nervous system in overdrive, and you having that overflowing cup, right? And so that's why I'm saying, like, is this making sense? Yeah? That's why, like, I have to keep telling you guys, like, be focusing on what fills your cup and puts you in that rest and digest. And guys, like, I'm going to get to the last point. When are you going to recover? This is really hard to say. Like acute physiological conditions, I could tell you if you had a fracture, yeah, you got about 12 weeks for recovery. Or if you had a grade 1 ACL tear, ligament tear, yeah, about 4 to 6 weeks. Grade 2 sprain, yeah, about 6 to 12 weeks. But because that's physiological impairments. When it comes to a nervous system that's been on overdrive, that's kind of difficult to say. But I would say, like, if you look at someone like me, it took me about 8 months because I did not freak out, okay? I was doing these things, okay? But I would say the more past trauma that you've had, the more severe your medical events were, okay? But I had a really serious medical event. I had a near-death event. You got to realize that. But also, I had like inner conflicts and past traumas. But I would say, and as a physio myself, I've seen people with lower back pain, and I believe lower back pain, dizziness, it's all under the chronic nervous system umbrella. The people that have it for years, they're carrying a lot of past trauma. So I would say that's an indication of like, it may take longer. But you guys got to remember, I had plantar fasciitis for 2 years before I had the triple PD. Plantar fasciitis, chronic this or that, like I said, they're all under the same umbrella and you fix them all the same way. So I would say, like, sometimes these things take time and it sucks. Like, what can you do? Like, but I'm not going to be here lying to you and selling you on a pipe dream. Like, sometimes these chronic things take time, and unraveling these underlying things out like that are just putting you in that overdrive is going to help. So if you guys have had it for a year, I would like, even if you had it for 5 years, I still believe that you can get yourself out of it. It's just going to take more of this, an intentional. If you have been leaving this on the table, and when I've been talking to you guys on my consults, you guys have been leaving some or all of this on the table. Like, and I get it. Like, some of you guys are like, this loses you. Like, you're in denial almost. You're just like, I don't have past traumas, but it's just kind of like, so look, I'm just here to help. This is my angle and perspective. I'm not perfect with everything, okay, guys? But I hope this helps. I just want to help with triple PD recovery at the end of the day, okay? I have my online consults to help if you guys need, but I've got, there's a lot of resources out there in 2026 to help with triple PD. I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you for your support. If you found it helpful anyway, please leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated to help get the algorithm out there so we can help. There are hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of people out there that are going through this. Okay, so you're not alone. Okay, anyway, thanks guys for watching, and see you in the next one.